Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. Mahoney Ivana's DSR artwork will be replaced the next time it gets reprinted, which will be never, since it will under or overvalue the previous artwork. And do you really think they would reissue a high rarity card? Don't expect the English version to have a different artwork as well, since printing companies already have this order finish months in advance, or so they would like us to think. If I have to guess the issue, either they wanted to show more of Mahoney Ivana, but ran out of time and just superimpose its head, or the artwork is copied or traced from a different artwork altogether. If reverse units doing the Fortnite floss emote on Link Joker's dead corpse wasn't enough for you last week, here's Ezel's cards in DVS-04. Sacred Twin Beast White Lion. When its attack or boosted unit's attack hits a Vanguard lets you add up to 2 grade 3 Ezel cards with different names from the top 6 cards of your deck. Then place 1 card in hand into your soul if you added to cards with this ability. So unless you've been building an Ezel deck for the past 3 years collecting a total of 12 VR, don't expect to ever maximize this skill. Knight of Passion Bagdemagus while on rearguard during your turn gets 5k power for each grade 3 Ezel cards with different names in your soul. And while on rearguard, he attacks all of your opponent's units in a column if your soul has 2 or more grade 3 cards. Rise up my golden brethren, now is our time to return Erukami players the feeling of losing your field, but with 0 cost. Salvation Lion Grand Ezel Scissors once per turn while on Vanguard lets you place a grade 3 Ezel card from your hand into your soul to copy all of your grade 3 Ezel cards abilities in your soul except for another Grand Ezel Scissors. Then once per turn while on Vanguard, you can pay 1 counter blast if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher and your soul has 2 or more grade 3 cards. To get an extra drive check, then your opponent cannot activate their Vanguard's auto abilities for that turn. And you unlock all of your locked cards. For as much as I want to give Gastil and Melody decks a taste of their copy pasta machine, no gold main should have this much power. On the other hand, it's time for the High Council of Ezels to meet once again. 0 kids who are still playing the game because they have mommy and daddy's credit card. Here's the next clan event you can use it on. Hopefully so much and you end up in one of those online stories where parents are shocked to see their credit card bill after their child spends over $200,000 on in-app purchases. Maybe that will stop Game Studio from being too greedy. Long-banged students, it's pencil sharpening time. DLBT-02's LSR seems to be winter themed. If we count Bermuda Triangle's previous booster sets, isn't this like the 4th or 5th time they use the winter theme? Everyone knows the only seasonal theme everyone cares about is the summer theme. In the oath side of the campus whale, we got 1 card reveal that supports Willister. Scintillate Razorphilia while on rear guard lets you perform all of her effects according to the cards you used, or soul blasted for your Willister Vanguard's ability at the end of the battle she attacked. Ophelia gets 15k power if it was True-Hearted Ruby, and you can pay 1 counter blast and then place a central back row rear guard to the bottom of your deck. To stand this card then shuffle your deck if it was Everlasting Sapphire. So I suspect that each previous ride line will be getting either a backup grade 3 or a new grade 4 form, which my hunch got confirmed right away since Kyrie gets a grade 4 version. Excluding Banji, does this mean that lyrical ride lines who get a grade 4 unit are the good students, while those that stay in their grade 3 are the bad students just like in the anime? Let your pointy pencil decide. And what's starting a new semester without school supplies to keep your pointy pencil company? DBT-05 will feature all your favorite oversaturated cards from the original series. The D-Series Blaster Blade when placed on Vanguard lets you pay 1 counter blast to retire an opponent's rear guard. You draw a card instead if you didn't get to retire a rear guard. And when placed on rear guard, you can pay 1 counter blast to retire your opponent's grade 2 or higher rear guard. Hey you over there wearing nostalgia goggles, stop blaster blading, there's kids in here. And time to dial it up to 11. Since DBT-05 will also have Dragonic Overlord the End, Majesty Lord Blaster, Phantom Blaster Overlord, Burning Horn Dragon, and Skull Witch Nemain. Hey I told you to stop blaster blading. But seriously, this would have been such a good surprise if they didn't reveal encounter cards last year and outright giving us Dragonic Overlord and Phantom Blaster Dragon from the very second set of the D series. Never let Bushiroad plan a surprise party. As I predicted, the Craycross Epic Gang will become real cards in DBT05, each having their own ride lines. Some of them will have dual nations, because why make generic support for each nation when you can dilute it further for 2 nations at once? In other news, case split negotiations have started a civil war due to the dual nation dilemma. DBT05 will have a 10th triple rare and 10th SP, which is just the 10th anniversary logo hot stamped into the card to artificially jack up the price. It releases on 1st April 2022 in Japan. Bushiroad taking a page out from Konami by making a 10th anniversary gift box set which will contain 1 card loader, 4 DBT05 packs, a storage box, a deck holder, 1 10th triple rare promo card, and 1 memorial sleeve. Here are some examples of those inside. Isn't it a bit unfair that Keta Sanctuary gets 2 versions? And here's the memorial sleeves based off the first 5 original booster set in the series. Nothing like seeing Aichi with his dark irregular avatar Gwyn the Ripper. There's also a premium version which contains the stuff from earlier, but add in a large storage box, a display frame, an acrylic fighter's coin, a premium deck holder, and a rubber playmat. Only 999 of these will be sold, so get your scalping bot programs ready to crash Bushiroad's online store when it becomes available, so you can sell it on the secondary market at a huge markup. For this year's Divanga size poster, Emi and Shin got left out, and it's just the boys with their toys. There's also Festival Collection that comes along with the event. The set will have what seems to be Team Blackout vs Team Daybreak. This better get D-Series Sentinels and over-trigger reprints, or we rally like Bushiroad harbor sexual offenders in their company. Premium only players rejoice. Bushiroad has finally given us a bone with this year's premium format set called P Special Series 01 or DPS 01. Wait a minute, did they just really call this the PlayStation 1? Finally, we'll get new information about the 3rd season of the anime on 8th March 2022, since March seems to be the month where they like resetting the series back to beginner mode. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments to thank Messiah that we didn't get more collaboration sets.